Katie Louie. I'm the very proud principal of this incredible school. It is an honor to be here today in recognition and celebration of the work our students have accomplished. I want to thank Mrs. Kat Barrett and Mrs. Tamron Parker Carver and their incredible students for their performances both prior to and during the ceremony today. Thank you. At this time, please stand and remove your hats as our chamber choir performs the national anthem. Graduation marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Today, we not only celebrate the achievements of our graduates, but also take time to express our gratitude to all of you, parents, guardians, and loved ones who have supported them throughout their journey. Your commitment, support, and encouragement have played a pivotal role in their success to getting here today. We appreciate your partnership and are so grateful that you have entrusted your students to us. I extend a warm welcome today to some esteemed guests here. First, I would like to welcome our Central Valley School Board of Directors, Teresa Landa, Cindy McMullen, Anise Barker, Pam Orba, and Board President Stephanie Jordan. Welcome also to our Executive Academic Officer of the Central Region, Cindy Sothen, and our Superintendent, Dr. John Parker. On behalf of the Central Valley community, I want to sincerely thank this team of individuals for all of their guidance and support for each of us, especially our Bears. We value their leadership and vision and appreciate their passion for education. Thank you so much for all you do for us and the betterment of Central Valley School District. At this time, we are going to welcome our most important attendees. Family and friends, please stand and join me as we welcome the graduating class of 2025 for Central Valley High School. Welcome, Bears. Hopefully you found your family. You may all be seated, thank you. I want to take a moment and express our appreciation to the incredible staff here at Central Valley High School. Our teachers have served as mentors, guides, and sources of inspiration to each of our students. Their unwavering commitment to the education and well-being of each student is simply remarkable. Bears, please welcome the amazing teachers who are here to celebrate with you today. I know I speak for our students and all of us on our leadership team when I say thank you for all of the work that you have done as staff for our students. There are a few individuals I want to specifically thank for all the work they've done to get us here today and make this celebration so wonderful. Our senior class advisor, Carrie Nielsen, our graduation coordinator, Kathy Wollerhammer, our career and college counselor, Jeff Smith, and our senior counselor, Michelle Rogers. Thank you to them and all of our staff today. At this time, we will have our ASB leadership team come forward to share a collective message. Our officers and their peers have done phenomenal work this year for our school and our students. We thank them for their enthusiasm and commitment to CV. Please welcome Max Barker, Blaine Parker, Ruth Dalton, Caden Adams, and Alethea Adams.
I'd like to start off by saying congratulations to the class of 2025. We survived group projects, cafeteria pizza, and even a global pandemic. And to our teachers, staff, and educators, thank you for being more than just educators. You are mentors, motivators, and let's be honest, unofficial therapists. Thank you for answering our 11:59 p.m. emails, the hallway pep talks, pretending our discussion posts were deep, and of course, a special thanks to those teachers who always let us turn in something just a little bit late. And thanks for sticking with us even when senioritis hit in September. To our parents and families, thank you for the late night Target runs, never-ending support, and for pretending not to hear us say, "I'm dropping out" every finals week. And for asking, did you do your homework, even though you knew the answer was no. Your love carried us here, whether we showed it or not. And to the class of 2025, thank you for the laughs in the lunchroom, the last-minute group projects, the chants in the student section, the chaos of Spirit Weeks, and the memories we'll talk about for years. You made high school more than something we survived. You made it something worth celebrating. Like my grandpa always used to say, I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. And if that doesn't sum up our high school experience, I don't know what does. But before we look ahead, let's take a moment to look back.
Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." Our class of 2025 embodies this quote. We were the first class to survive 4 years of high school post-COVID, which basically makes us pioneers. Tired, confused pioneers. The beginning of our freshman year was like none we could have ever imagined. We were masked and 6 feet apart, and no one really knew what normal was anymore, including the teachers. We had to pave our own way and figure out high school on our own, as even the upperclassmen had yet to have a normal experience. We had to rebuild CV culture and make sure our school tradition stayed strong. We had to figure out what was best for our school and the future of it. We worried that we couldn't keep CV's legacy alive. We worked hard to build it back, and now look at what has happened this past year. All the amazing things our school has done, the awards we've won, the groups and individuals that have gone to state, and everyone who showed up to support and keep our school spirit high. Despite all odds being stacked against us, we still showed up, stayed weird, and made our own legacy. Honestly, if we can do that, we can do anything.
Dr. Seuss once said, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." For 4 years now, each day has been lived in preparation for doing what we loved. We couldn't wait to live in these moments with our friends and classmates, and yet we didn't stop to think, oh wow, I just made a memory. 20, 30, 50 years from now, we're going to think back and say, remember when? Remember when we made blankets for the needy and raised tens of thousands of pounds of food and dollars to help Spokane Valley partners? Remember when we stressed out over our first date dance? Remember when we talked to the attendance secretary, sometimes more than we did our teachers? Remember when our elective teachers assigned more homework than our core teachers? Remember when we asked ChatGPT to dumb down every assignment to make it easier to understand? Remember when we won the shoe our senior year in both basketball games? Remember when we took a Rooter bus and watched the marching band? Remember when a complete stranger in the beginning became a really good friend? These moments and so many more will be the memories that we look back on. It's what made these 4 years of tests, homework, and studying all worth remembering.
Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And while the future might not always look polished or predictable, that's what makes it exciting. It's not about following a perfect plan. It's about building something real, even when the map is a little unclear. The future isn't one road. It's 100 different pathways branching out in every direction. Some we can already see, and some we'll uncover as we go. Some of us are stepping into careers, colleges, and other adventures. Some of us are still figuring it out. And that's not just okay, it's kind of amazing. What matters most is what we carry with us, what we've learned, what we've overcome, and who we are becoming. We may not know exactly what's next, but we're more than ready, and we know what we think. Here's to the unknown roads ahead and to becoming who we're meant to be along the way.
A wise man at Central Valley High School, who goes by the name of Coach Bowden, once told me that life isn't going to lay out a red carpet for you. At first, it sounds a little harsh, doesn't it? It's a reminder that success isn't going to just be handed to us as a gift. However, I think that the last 4 years have taught us that we don't need a red carpet rolled out in front of us. High school has been a training ground for us to learn and develop skills that we will take with us into real life. How to balance schoolwork, friends, hobbies, and family. It wasn't always perfect. We messed up a few tests, got in fights with friends, and failed in our sports or activities. But each challenge, each stumbling block has shaped us to who we are now. Despite being a man of few words, Coach Bowden actually had a little more wisdom to give. He told me that inside everyone beats the heart of a champion. It's up to us to tap into that potential and overcome obstacles. There may not be a red carpet laid out for us when we exit this building, but we don't need one. It's time for us to make our own path and walk it with courage, passion, and pride. We made it through this chapter. Now let's turn the page and write the rest of our story. Thank you.
I have no doubt they'll be rolling out their own red carpets very soon. It is now my distinct honor to welcome Dr. John Parker to the podium to introduce our class of 2025 Superintendent Award recipients, followed by Mr. Smith for student achievement recognition.
It's a true pleasure to be with you today to celebrate an award given annually at graduation, the Superintendent's Award. Each year, these awards are presented to graduating seniors who embody the values that define excellence, not only in academic settings, but in life. These students exhibit a clear sense of purpose, pursuing goals with sincerity, integrity, and determination. These students show up, not just for themselves, but for their peers, participating in clubs, music, athletics, and lending their energy to school events as supporters and leaders. But what sets these nominees and award winners apart is not only their involvement, it's their character. Each has demonstrated a strong sense of self, a respectful attitude, and a drive that reflects positively on our entire community. This year, every nominee submitted a personal narrative that was nothing short of inspiring. We asked them to pick one of our terms that exemplifies who we are in the Central Valley School District. Some selected the word dynamic. Some selected adaptive. Others inclusive or visionary. But they each offered a story of how their personal achievements connected to their future plans. Their reflections reminded us of the strength it takes to dream, the courage to act, and the resilience to grow, no matter the challenge. To all of our nominees, thank you for representing the very best of Central Valley High School. Your journey is just beginning, and we are all proud to have been a part of your story. Specifically, I want to take a moment to sincerely thank our high school administrators, our faculty at CVHS, and our counselors for thoughtfully selecting this year's awardees from the nominations. It's never easy to narrow the list, especially when each student shares a story filled with dedication, perseverance, and a lot of heart. Would the following Superintendent Award winners please join me on stage to be recognized? Annabella Everano. Our next recipient, Jazzy Franklin. Our next recipient, Daniel Knapp. Our next recipient, Blaine Parker. Miss Avery Roberson. Sydney Vernon. And last but certainly not least, Emmanuel Viagran Vargas. How about one more round of applause for these incredible individuals?
Congratulations, you may be seated. My name is Jeff Smith, Central Valley High School's Career and College Counselor, and I have the pleasure of recognizing a few distinguished groups. The first group I would like to recognize is our Running Start students who are earning their associate's degree this year from either Spokane Community College or Spokane Falls Community College. Graduates who are earning their associate's degree, please stand. Congratulations on your profound achievements. You may be seated. The next group I would like to recognize is our Bear Scholars. These graduates have maintained a 4.0 grade point average throughout their 4 years at CV and have earned the recognition of Bear Scholar. These graduates have displayed an unwavering dedication to academic excellence and truly embody what it means to be a scholar. Bear Scholars, as I announce your name, please stand and be recognized and remain standing until all names have been announced. Please hold your applause until all students are standing. Avery Bringhurst, Paige Burgoyne, Bo Butner, Benjamin Hampton, Dallin Howard, Madison Joswick, Alessia Kraftsov, Katie Larmore, Andrew Lodge, Andrew McCombs, Drew Mercier, Valpreet Singh, and Ellie Taylor. Congratulations to all of our Bear Scholars. Thank you. You may be seated. This final group, while last, is certainly not least. I would like to recognize those who have chosen to serve our country following graduation. As I say your name, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until all students' names have been announced. Please hold your applause until all students are standing so together we can pay forward our gratitude. Spencer Brazelton, United States Army. Anthony Costellos, United States Marines. Braden Jansen, United States Marines. Aiden Reeves, United States Marines. Emmanuel Villigan Vargas, United States Army. James Walker, United States Marines. Tiffany Zamora, United States Air Force. Thank you all for your commitment to serving and defending our country.
Thank you, Dr. Parker and Mr. Smith. The achievements of our students never cease to amaze us. This year, we have 2 students who have demonstrated an extraordinary commitment to academic excellence throughout their journey here at CV. Our salutatorian and valedictorian will come forward and share a few words with us after they receive their medals from Dr. Parker. Our salutatorian this year is Dallin Howard. And our valedictorian for the class of 2025 is Andrew Lodge.
This is when I'm supposed to give a few words. I'm supposed to thank our parents and staff and congratulate us all on 13 years well spent. In all sincerity, thank you for everything you have done for us, and congratulations on graduating. Next, I'm supposed to tell you to go out and change the world. But I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to tell you to go out and begin. I've spent the last 4 years here at CV as part of the cross-country and distance track teams, and I've learned an important lesson about beginning. In the summers, we do 10, 12, 14-mile long runs, and I'm often asked, how do you keep running when you've already ran for that long? This is the wrong question. The hardest step is never the step after I've already gone 10 miles, because I know every step takes me closer to the finish line. More people should be asking, Dallin, how do you take that first step in your run? How do you start running when you're already comfortable having not began? And I'm going to be honest, I struggle with this sometimes. Finding the will to begin is harder than finding the will to finish, and it's not close. Today, we stand on one of the greatest crossroads of life. On the horizon, we can see all the potential success, and we see the winding roads between us and that success. Many of us wonder which road will lead us to the success just barely in sight. Some of us will pick the roads that lead to college and a career. Others might go straight to the career, and others are ready to go into the military or a trade school. But the important thing to remember is that success is on the horizon, but it isn't a single point on the horizon. The direction we take is meaningless, but we do have to start walking. We do have to take that first step and begin. Now is a great time to take that first step. Today, we must find the will to begin, to take the initiative to start moving forward. We stand on one of the greatest crossroads of life, and I simply ask all of you to take the first step with me as we walk up and accept our diploma. From there, let us part ways and find our own place on the horizon before us and carve out our own roads to success. If you told me when I was an 8th grader that I would be doing 14-mile long runs before I graduated, I probably would have laughed at you. But then I took the first steps, and now I can confidently say I plan on doing marathons. And if I told you today that every student here is capable of achieving a success, some might say that's impossible. But let's take the first step on our journey today and prove them wrong. Let us begin. And congratulations to the class of 2025.
What is your purpose? We all make the choice, sometimes begrudgingly, sometimes eagerly, to get out of bed each morning and face an estimated 30,000 or more little decisions every day. We choose to encounter stress and fatigue. As we celebrate our graduation, today is the time to be asking the question, what are the causes we want to live for? We can be inspired by what drives the people around us. We see parents and guardians who dedicate their time to love and support their children. For this, we thank them dearly. We see teachers who live to prepare the students they are teaching and give them the confidence to succeed on their own. These teachers have our gratitude. Education expands our abilities. We learn how to communicate, how to think, how to concentrate, how to make friends, how to manage time, and so on. But it falls on us to figure out why we do any of that. So what do we choose to live for? I will urge us to answer this thoughtfully. In my experience, finding the answer to this is a gradual and constantly rewarding process. It will teach you a lot about who you are, and it will depend critically on who you want to become. I remember my first time tutoring, the moment when I first taught a new math concept to the student and watched it click for them. It was an incredible feeling. The hours I'd spent learning were able to help someone else. This gave me a glimpse of my purpose. I assert that we have all had moments like this, times we caught glimpses of the lives we want to live by discovering a passion or cause that made us feel right. If we reflect and continue to watch out for these, we will all find directions that give us meaning. As we move on into the world, we search for why we bother to give so much effort each day. We may not find a single permanent answer. Our purpose is allowed to evolve. It may begin as a passion for art or science, a desire to help others, or simply a dream to live a meaningful life. But what matters most is that we constantly ask the question. We don't need to have it all figured out today, but we do need to begin. We need to take seriously the privilege of choice, the power to direct our energy towards something worthwhile. To my fellow graduates, be bold enough to ask yourself again and again, what am I living for? Martin Luther King Jr. famously said, "The question is not whether we will be extremists, but what kind of extremists we will be. Will we be extremists for hate, or will we be extremists for love?" King is telling us, do not be apathetic with how you live your life. Dynamically search for what good you can do. Be extreme about what is good. Congratulations, class of 2025. Let's go live for something good.
Thank you, Andrew and Dallin, for those wonderful messages. Central Valley High School strives for excellence in all we do. We carry a strong reputation for exceptional graduation ceremonies that honor and respect each of our graduates. As we distribute diplomas today, we want to ensure that every family can hear and celebrate their student as they walk across the stage. Thank you in advance for helping us maintain this tradition as we celebrate our graduates. Bears, the time has come. As we prepare to recognize our seniors, I would like to welcome our announcers to the stage, Mary Nacarado, a member of our counseling team, and Dwayne Barnhart from our teaching staff. Superintendent Parker and members of the board, please take your places to greet our graduates as they receive their diplomas.
Avery Roberson.
JJ Zissy Matos.
Ruth Dalton.
Alexis Wicks.
Alessia Adams.
Benjamin Zachman.
Blaine Parker.
Isabella Zaganti.
Max Barker.
Dallin Howard.
Kaden Adams.
Benjamin Hampton.
Jane Hemore.
Jameson Wyatt.
After they walk down the podium, I'll call you in.
Avery Bringhurst.
Andrew Lodge.
Branson Olson.
Connor Winkler.
Addison Wright.
Tiffany Zamora.
Ayla Hansen.
Marshall Zeman.
Joseph DeMars.
Carson Wolverton.
Rex Van Hees.
Caden Swanson.
Jacob McVeigh.
Charlie Thomas.
Gabby Wilson.
Lionel Thuo.
Vivian Tran.
Preston Thorning.
James Walker.
Lola Mulligan.
Isaiah Tompkins.
Hayden Russell.
Kendra Wyckoff.
Kylan Carlson.
Sydney Vernon.
Allison Scarcello.
Robin White.
Emily Barnes.
Kaylee Scribner.
Aubrey Hancock.
Evangelina Trevino.
Kate Woodward.
Rylan West.
Ellie Taylor.
Congratulations.
Osvaldo Geronimo.
Jade Spindler.
Skylar Rudolph.
Derek Stevens.
Haley Leska.
Kaylee Waleska.
Grace Sexton.
I always call you by your first name.
Anna Aneo.
Rihanna Skidmore.
Alima Zedkaya.
Lilia Turiskit.
Nouveau.
Brittany Soderberg.
Fung Tran.
Liliana Tolentino.
Angela Curran.
Balpreet Singh.
Asan Parto.
Isaiah Smith.
Congrats.
Mighty Mapin.
Tanner Cisco.
Sergi Susan.
Mason Seltzer.
Yuli Numerenko.
Taylor Shearer.
Emmanuel Villagran Vargas.
Emery Smith.
Kevin Ng.
Riley Biggie.
Brian Ng.
Brooklyn Baki.
Andrew Rodriguez.
Aiden Reeves.
Barda.
Barda Salahu.
Ian Rice.
Luma Salahu.
Tristan Pulliam.
Avery Sadie.
Cole Robertson.
Eliana Rouye.
Sophia Riddle.
Tough Ryan.
Rachel Prey.
Eden Sander.
Haley Robinson.
Jesselyn Savietz.
Alexander Popoff.
Ramsey Fan.
Ryder Rouch.
Trajan Mutton.
Catherine Norzik.
Congrats.
Bo Butner.
Lance Nielsen.
Ashley Pan.
Paxton Olson.
Haley Patterson.
Shadrach Orwa.
Alexis Patrick.
Kaylee Ortiz.
Sandra Osgood.
Adonis Morales Perez.
Layla Peterson.
Angelina Navarro.
Andrew Parshakov.
Cash Noble.
Dylan Pitzenbarger.
Owen Mortensen.
Marvin Perez.
Braden Morris.
Wally Palmer.
Michael Morrow.
Anthony Polinoni Turpco.
Aiden McChrystal.
Mackenzie Mall.
Jadis McDuffie.
Kylie Marias.
Natalie McGee.
Hannah Nichols.
Patrick McCanna.
Isabella Miller.
Serenity McCartney.
Kara Minette.
Haley Marvin.
Dale Miller.
Jaza Williams.
Drew Mercier.
Constantine McIntyre.
Cade Minderman.
Erica McGee.
Kaylin Miller Matthews.
Andrew McCombs.
Jocelyn Miller.
Michael McCombs.
Samantha Miller.
Angela Mead.
Sean Martzel.
Cade Lavender.
Skylar Lorenzo.
Camden Lanfear.
Jason Madsen.
Weston Long.
Ivan Lopez.
Hung Lau.
Jose Lopez.
Rudy Lamb.
Tannen Marcellus.
Seth Lee.
Faasase Martinez, and honorary diploma for Connor McIntyre.
Katie Larmore.
Lucas Martin.
Simone Lassiter.
Jason Luna.
Serenity LaFontaine.
Maddie Martin.
Megan Lawson.
Carrie Lund.
Jensen Coonan.
Congrats on the track.
Davina Costeca.
Kalani Limry.
Thank you.
Kaylin Knott Harmer.
Dylan Johnson.
Madeline, right?
Madeline Keemer.
Nicholas Jones.
Evelina Kopetz.
Logan Karp.
Hi, Alicia.
Alicia Kraftsov.
Rowan Jones.
Idrio Kiana Leegon.
Isaac Kenner.
William Clem.
Taylor Karchner.
Karina Kostuk.
Cole Judd.
Congrats.
Ashlyn Kent.
Kiana Calbesa.
Stephen Knapp.
Brooke Johnson.
Daniel Knapp.
Harper Kalis.
Jen Johnson.
Cole Jones.
Braden Jensen.
Elena Gilroy.
Kaylee Johnson.
Cody Henson.
Lincoln Gent.
Logan Harwood.
Cooper Jarvis.
Corbin Harrison.
Ryan Johns.
Victoria Ronick.
Tatiana Jennings.
Emily Hernandez.
Alyssa Jameson.
Owen Eberlin.
Lauren Jackson.
Jared Hess.
Haley Hutto.
Edward Hamburg.
Gemma Jackson.
Stanislav Haraji.
Jonah Huth.
Kayla Huddle.
Alyssa Gutzweiler.
Olivia Hollister.
We have lots of time now.
Miles Goodman.
Amy Gist.
Jaden Hager.
Isabel Garcia.
Congrats, Graydon.
Graydon Gottfredson.
Madison Goodrich.
Carson Grotchek.
Cole Fry.
Jonas Henson.
Kiana Gosney.
Mason Gray.
Jonathan Gonzalez.
Drake Gribble.
Joseph Gonzalez.
Congrats.
Alexandria Yent.
Co Gilmore.
Gotcha, Connor.
Connor Gosselin Harris.
Austin Elliott Cunningham.
Avery Forschler.
Maximilian Erickson.
Anna Danens.
Lexi Garcia.
Ryan Hansen.
Caleb Roseborough.
Caleb Fox.
Hunter Akel.
Sky Fire Thunder.
Tiffany Evans.
Isabel Johnson.
Keely Eskelson.
Adonis Fierro.
Cadence Dibdall.
Nathan Finger.
Jaden Durbin.
Miguel Padilla.
Adam Dunn.
Sadie Freeman.
Mason Essel.
Annabella Everano.
Autumn Evans.
Paloma Ford.
Blake Downs.
Jaslyn Franklin.
Delilah Caswell.
Connor Desjardins.
Rogel Cage.
Amar Julovich.
Jonathan Burson.
Grant Creech.
Benjamin Bazard.
Andrea Cornell.
Davian Calbert.
Savannah Darling.
Jason Burns.
Lynette Dobson.
Isabella Castile.
Ryan David.
Heidi Kamilovic.
Christopher Dominguez.
Chloe Klein.
Juliana Delo.
Jason Clay.
Jesse David.
Evelyn Cobb.
Cameron Baxter.
Kai Arredondo.
James Blackman.
Braden Azar.
Paige Burgoyne.
Nathan Apple.
Hunter Bernhardt.
Cherry Benson.
William Barnhart.
Catalina Brooks.
Levi Baxter.
Eric Archambault.
Chance Burke.
Jalen Rios.
Spencer Brazelton.
Ina Ardelan.
James Bailey.
Anthony Castellanos.
Blake Brown.
Clement Natimama.
Carter Beeson.
Isaac Barker.
Rosal Barron.
Natalie Trevino.
Caden Angus. Thomas Albrecht. Juan Vera Popo.
Evan? Congrats, Evan.
Evan Anderson. Caesar Alatorre. Kiara Allen. Anaya Parker. Aubrey Anglesey. Jason Anderson. Sokavari Martinez Path.
Congratulations, Bears. Can we please give the class of 2025 one more round of applause? President Jordan, will you please join me on stage? President Jordan, school board members, and Superintendent Parker, as the principal of Central Valley High School, it is my honor to certify that the members of the class of 2025 have met their high school graduation requirements established by the state of Washington and Central Valley School District.
Graduates, this is it. Today marks your launching off point to the infinite possibilities we've been talking about. Out of the high school classroom and into the classroom of life. We hope that you'll remember the ABCs of success that you've learned along your journey thus far. Let them be our parting words of wisdom for you. A, attendance matters. Showing up consistently to commit to a task can be the biggest hurdle to your success. So keep striving to form good habits. Be present and intentional. Time goes by in a blink. Make yours count. B, belonging starts with you. Remember the choice is yours each day to look up, connect, and foster relationships that will strengthen you and those around you. And C, curiosity drives lifelong learning. Keep problem solving, discovering and honing your talents, asking questions, and challenging yourself. The world needs you and who you can become. On behalf of the Central Valley School Board and Central Valley School District, we are honored to receive the 2025 class of Central Valley High School. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Jordan. Bears, it has been my honor to serve as your principal. I want to thank you for all you've done for CV, and please know that the memories you have created will echo in the hallways long beyond this year. We are so proud of your accomplishments, but what fills us with even more joy is knowing that the best is yet to come. As you go forward, I encourage you to remember that if you do not go after what you want, you will never have it. If you do not ask, the answer will always be no. And if you do not take that first step forward, you will always remain in the same place. So take chances, keep learning, and say yes to the opportunities that stretch you even when they come at inconvenient times. The world is waiting, Bears, and you are ready. Congratulations. So now we have to make it official. As we prepare for the symbolic turning of the tassels, I invite our ASB leadership team to come forward. Friends and family, we ask that at the conclusion of this ceremony, you please meet your graduates out on the south lawn that way, of the McCarthy Center. Graduates, please remember to stop by the Herrick Room and pick up your diploma before you leave today. Max, it is my absolute honor to give you the Central Valley High School class of 2025. They are all yours.
Class of 2025, will you please rise? Take the tassel, and on the count of 3, we're gonna turn it. 1, 2, 3. Let's go!